Everybody just wants to complain. On. Intriguing topic, huh? Murder conversations with a dead man. Oh man, I was just contemplating this morning. It's like I'm trying to find a way to gracefully back away. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's what Jonah was figuring, right? There must be something about going to Tarshish. Why Tarshish? Is there something about that area? Does the name Tarshish mean anything in particular? I don't know. But there's definitely wiggle room, if I can put it that way. You know, it's funny. I almost don't want to say anything anymore. I just almost don't want to utter like another word. Just so whatever I've built upon will still stand and I can live with that. And just stop building. Just stop. Forget it. Give it up. They don't get it. They never will. Exactly. I don't believe that. That would deny the God of all, Most High, of being glorified in everything and anything that happens. So, yeah. Oh, man. It's been a long day already. It's funny because I'll say, it's already 9 o'clock. And it's like, yeah, 9 o'clock in the morning. Long damn time. It's like I know that I can save my own ass with the scriptures, right? Then what's the point? It's like there's no increase. So that's where it gets tough. Man, I went on a good walk this morning, really early. Um, hey, what's up? Hey, goat. And here come the lawnmowers. You know, you would think you could beat the crowds, but can you imagine if they consolidated that into a lawnmower moment where these superheroes from the government would approach my landscape and they would perch themselves on the edges with laser cannons that fire precisely, and my lawn would be perfect. That's what my taxes should be used for. And now Elon Musk don't work for us. So now what am I going to do? trying these other batteries. They don't work. Damn it. Why is there always got to be war and wreckage and everybody fighting with each other? Don't you realize that now a train that was heading in one direction kind of can't keep going, right? Always that breaking point. But do you know what the problem is? I'll tell you what the problem is. I know the faults of Elon Musk because I know the faults of autism. They call it spectrum disorder, right? That's what they want to call it. You got spectrum disorder. You don't see the middle ground. And it's like, well, there is no middle ground with God. It's like good and evil. Well, when you can divide like that, then you start to operate from the two sides. More Jesus-like, right? Remember how I said, I wish you were hot or cold? Exactly that. And that's what Elon is. And so if he feels too much pressure, like, hey, you just screwed me, he'll jump over the fence and turn into a monster. How do I know? I've done it. Yeah. I'm in a very unique position right now within the Christian world, all of it, because I see something that a lot of people don't see. Because I found a third perspective from which to look. So instead of going good and evil, I'm on good sides, I see evil, or I'm on, whatever. I'm outside of the thing as like angel of the Lord saying, I'm not for you or your enemies. And it's a unique perspective from which to view things. And I'm going to tell you, it's more godly than the people that think that they're fighting over God, because fighting is not of God. It's a damn shame. It is a damn shame that I couldn't light a fire that would turn this whole place upside down. Because people would just be like, what in the hell have we done? And it's true. And I feel that the God I serve designed it that way. He made it that way on purpose. He made it that way so that you can only get there if you can really believe. You know, there's something about it when you believe in something, right? It creates a reality that it's as real. It's real. Is real. Every eye will see him, even those that pierced him. I will not utter a single bad thing against my God. I know if there's any fault, it's of us. But he's also in control. So they say. What is control? Is it interactive or you just define the rules? He's defined the rules. Ugh. Boy, how did I stomach a half a can of that? That's terrible. You know what I laugh about? Almost nothing anymore. Not for joyous laughter, you know, there's very little to be happy about. It's mostly like a mocking laughter. And it sucks. It's like I don't want to enjoy watching God beat the shit out of people. What does that, what purpose does that serve? You're supposed to teach people so they don't get beat up, right? Isn't that the point? Uh, it's going to be so cool to die happy. I don't think anything can really break this. It's indestructible. All it requires is the ability to think. And when you can't, then what does anything else matter? Sorry, I need to maintain my composure. I wouldn't want anybody to think I was, more than happy. This world sucks. Damn. Ooh. Any questions? Anything good? Anybody? Can we start yet? There really is no way to save this place. my fault. These aren't eyebrows, Curtis. These are friends. Okay. I know you don't realize it, but there is a 1969 Volkswagen VW Beetle parked in this one. And in this one, the entire riches of the universe are contained. How you doing? I'm sitting here trying to contemplate how I should take over the world. It's really easy for me. Um, I do it from a biblical perspective. It's like, you know, what did Jesus say? He said, "Why was the guy over here drunk on the corner?" And and they didn't know, because his parents sinned. He sinned. Look at him, he's drunk. And they say, and he went, "You know what, man? Let me tell you something." He said, "He's here so the works of God can be displayed." But that's the thing, right? What are the works of God? Well, I'll show you. I love you, Erwin. That's it. Mission completed. Unless of course, like you're gonna go, "Yeah, but I'm hungry," and then I'd be like, "All right, fuck, come on over, man. Well, I'll hook you up. We'll figure out something for you to eat." There's, there's always food around the house somewhere. You can figure something out. I mean, damn dandelions. You can make a salad out of your lawn. Just pick the backyard that's nice and fenced in where the dogs don't go, and that where I'm not dropping like pesticides and things like that. You could eat anything off my property. It should be technically it should be okay. I can't speak for others who came before me, which is then makes the whole situation questionable. I live in an area that's been poisoned by industry at one time, um, and the worst part about it is that like the area is like it's like a pit. So anyway, I don't use the L word. uh, Lord, okay, yeah, that's all good. Um, Laugh is okay, or maybe love. I don't know. No, love is all right, man. You know what's the funniest thing that ever happened to me? And I remember it to this day. And now I tell everybody, I'm like, "Hey, dude, I don't know how to say it. What? Good vibes, whatever. I don't know what the hell you want to say, but it's all the same thing. But I always remember now how, I believe that there is a God, right, that guides us somehow. We're connected to him. We have to be. Bible says so because this quote unquote God breathed his spirit into us, which is you would think would make us nice and kind and wonderful, but unfortunately it's not the case because you need to go read Isaiah 45:7 to see what the disclaimer is on the things that you can actually do being enabled. But be that as it may, um, I believe that there's a purpose and a structure and things and yeah, so I'm not afraid of that love word, but I remember when I was a kid how it's now like indelibly etched in my memories, right? I'm sitting on the phone at my sister Mickey's house, okay? And my sister Mickey, she wound up being babysitter for me a lot of times. And why? Oh, I don't know. My mom had to take off and go have a kid here or there. um, I think I was my mom's last kid, but the problem is I might not be my mom's last kid. I might be my sister's first kid from my dad. Kind of weird, huh? Go figure that shit out. Yeah, I come from a very strange family. Very. So love to me, I don't know. It doesn't mean anything as far as genetic ties. I guess it would have to be more based on, is there something behind it? What's the purpose of it? Is there love? Weird. Excellent. Let's hear something. All right. So he says, Copenhagen, Denmark. Oh my God, it's the tribe of Dan. The tribe of Dan is all. Did you know? let me, Erwin. Let me talk to. Hey, Mister Tralal. Hey, check this out. Did you know that Ish means man? Ish. So when you see Dan Ish, it's talking about the tribe of Dan, and man is plugged onto it. That's why you see English, Danish, British. Okay, so it's describing these tribes, but Dan marked everybody with the ish, which is funny. Dan is the man. It's one of those weird things that people don't think about when they consider scripture and whatever. But like when you say, I don't believe the use of the L word carries the power of doing good, I don't believe the use. No, no, no. If you're saying that words are bullshit, then you are just describing my friend, the prince of the air. Junk coming out of somebody's face, empty promises. Now, if you can say something and then accomplish it and do it, you're like a prophet because you spoke what would happen, and then what happened? Hopefully you were motivated to make sure it came true. It was like something that you were of, right? That's why when a prophet is speaking for God, they speak the way that they do. But yeah, yeah, your words mean something. Type in, just you know, um, yeah. Love is a nice word. If it doesn't make somebody feel good, it's air. It's a wasted breath, and that's what the breath of life is supposed to be about, right? What is the image of God? I don't know. Apparently, it's pretty damn dangerous because it can get you kicked out of a paradise, and it just depends on what. Something as simple as not understanding good and evil, and that's the problem, right? When the tree was messed with, when the tree was taken from, then oh, everything went bad, right? But what happened? What happened? Their eyes were opened. It's like, okay, that should be like a clue. Everything, twinkling of the eye, eyes opened, everything happens in here, you know? If I could create an image of, like, let's say blazing fire in front of the door of your home with some kind of holographic thing, right? And then even use, parabolic heat lamps, which can project a heat beam onto you to further convince you. Do you want to know what happened? There'd be fire and you wouldn't go in there. I can tell you about such things. You want to know why? Because I experienced it in the Marine Corps. Yeah, I'm one of the. Yeah, I'm a card carrying member. Oh, wrong side. Sorry, that's the bad one. There, that's the good one. Kill them all. Let God sort it out. Yeah, I learned about the power of the mind in the Marine Corps. You want to know how? There was a very cold iron, like you iron your uniforms with, and it was sitting by the air conditioner vent, and it was blowing. And listen, you got to understand this. You're talking to somebody with 178 IQ points up here, so even entertainment becomes a process to me, right? Like these guys were couldn't figure out how to, we're like, I don't know, they were cutting the electricity or some shit. We're cooking in this little building. And I said, dude, the hot air is coming out of that little hole. Take a fan and stick it on the hole and suck the cold air out of it. We had the coldest air in the freaking building. Why? Or the coldest air, the coldest room. Why? Because this guy decided to suck the cold air out instead of waiting for somebody to blow it out. You know what I'm saying? Proactiveness. If you can't think in advance, you'll never know advance. Your dreams will never be. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. You could be 8 years old. I shouldn't do that, right? I apologize. It says not made for kids, but that doesn't matter. I know kids could be watching this, so. But I'll tell you about the power of the mind because I had iron, like you iron your clothes, right? Like we're talking like, boy, Sergeant Major's going to love this. Beautiful. Some starch. Guess what? I took that cold iron, and this guy that didn't know it wasn't hot, I took that ice cold iron, I buried into his chest, and right before I did, I went like this. Ah, woo. And he thought the only thing his brain knew was temperature difference. And as soon as I stuck that thing on his freaking chest, you want to know what he did? Oh, and I pushed as hard as I could. Why? I pinned him into the chair with the damn thing because I knew he couldn't move, and I knew it wasn't doing anything. It was doing nothing. It's cold iron. And you know what happened? I pulled it off, and his chest was all blistered. His brain took over, even in control of his body functions. He wanted to kick my ass because he was a lot bigger than me. And you know what I did with the iron? I'm like, no, it's a joke. I'm sticking it all over my face. And I go, no, dude, it's not hot. And he felt it. Thank God. The guy would have destroyed me. He was one of them steroid people. He came in the room. His name was Walls. He bragged about how big his thighs were. Yeah, forget the arms. He was about the legs, man. This guy had these giant ass, and funny, he almost worked on mostly his legs. And his name was Walls, of all things, which is a biblical thing for me because I understand the concept of walls and the donkey, talking donkey, jamming his own shit against the walls. Good story. I gotta go. Have a good day. Hey, you too, Curtis. No, I didn't serve our country. I want to serve our God. If I would have served our country, I would have been out killing people. I'd rather figure out how to be peace and love. Yeah. Marines, I don't want anything more to do with any of that, okay? That's not good. To fight for peace is simple. And I hope everybody has the exact same mindset as me. Everybody. If you want to fight for peace, you only need one bullet, and you put it right here. And then you won't be able to create any more war anymore. We gotta stop. But yeah, stories. It's funny. It almost doesn't feel right to say story because it really happened, right? I guess there's true stories and whatever, but the idea of somebody saying and using the word story takes away from really what should just be testimony because I'm just repeating what happened, right? That's all. I'm a sucker for a lady with a hairdo. When I met my wife, uh, her haircut, she looked like Bruce Lee. and and the funny thing is she had this tendency to make these Chinese moves and shit. It was kind of funny, man. She her one friend pissed her pants because she did the whoa, like, you know. Oh man, oh my god, I have the best wife in the world. It's true. I'm sorry, everybody. I got her first. You're too late. I've been thinking of the outcome of atheist moralism. Hey man, God bless you. Thank you for something deep. That's why I'm here. So let's talk about it. I hope you got time to hang around for a while. So let me explain to you, as a prophet, how I would see how God would work. Okay? You could test my words against the scripture then. That's why I'm saying prophet in advance. Okay? So you've been thinking about the outcome of atheist moralism. Okay, so what is moralism, right? And I can cut this in half and quick really fast because that's how Solomon would do it, right? The laws of God are already written, and oddly, they don't even need to be enforced. That's the fact. If would God give us something that man could possibly fail at, and you should go no, right? Why would he do that? Or even if you said yes, you'd still be right. And you're going, what? It's because he works through two forces, good or evil. He's working through both sides. That it's a double-edged sword. It's working back and forth. That pathway to the place that we seek is guarded by that sword. Best representation that we have of the mind of God is that word. The problem is that word can be corrupted by pride. It can be corrupted by pride. But Jesus said something that is very, very, very important. Okay? And I want you to think of, whenever you hear anything about bones, I want you to think of the law of God, including the valley of dry bones that have no life, and even including the other half, the bone, the rib. Okay? The law of God is the bones, and the bones cannot be broken. I can explain this all the way back in even the Ten Commandments. Ten Commandments say, honor your father and mother. And people say, well, I don't have to honor my father. And it's like, well, if you don't honor Father God, then you're going to honor Father the devil. And Jesus explained all that. You'll honor one and dishonor the other. So the commandments can't be broken. As soon as you decide that God is out there somewhere and not within you, the breath of life, you've disconnected yourself from what can be most helpful to you. Okay, so, but with regards to moralism, if I had to make this really, really tight and small, and as a lesson, I would say this. One of the biggest problems that gets presented to us, right, as being Abrahamic or whatever, is the idea of same-sex relationships. Okay, and I don't bother and care or concern myself at any level with any of that. And the reason why is because of one simple, well, actually several simple scriptural verses. And I call them simple because they're simple for me. uh, a tree without water is going to fail, right? Those trees have rejected the water that is like pouring on them. Think flood of Noah, right? And they might even water the ground with their own water, right? But that law still holds fast because what does the law say? The law says in the end that activity, situation, whatever. Think of it as a situation being applied to the law of God. It yields no fruit. It's going to go away. It'll wither and be gone in its own time. It'll be cut off from its tribe. All the things that the law says will happen occur all on their own without any enforcement. So who's really won here? So do you want to know where devil comes in? Right back to the Garden of Eden. As soon as you touch good and evil and figure that you can manage it or indicate what, you better be very careful on how you do that. That's why for Eve it was said not, we shouldn't touch it. And people make a lot of fun. Oh, the theologians, the great minds like to say, that's in there. No, she was making it up. Look, she's already corrupted. There's nothing corrupted in that book. There's not a single dot, slash, nothing that is corrupted. And it's so indestructible. Let's put it this way. If I said, it doesn't matter what I say, anything that I say, what happens to those words? They're already out, right? That is how people need to understand when it says the Lord has spoken. When it says that the word of the Lord has come to a person, it means that you're having an epiphany. You're seeing this thing. Like as a pandemic approaches on the world, right? As the feast of what? Tabernacles and Passover and everything just happens to be happening, and you start screaming like a maniac. We need to just hide. If we all just go and hide, it can't move, it can't spread, it can't whatever. We're now the rats that were being tested instead of in cages. You don't want to know what your cage is? This thing. God's Spirit's inside of you, the breath of life. The problem is what people don't want to grasp is what the hell that entails. Isaiah 45:7. I form light. I create darkness. I make peace. I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. What the hell are we doing? Nothing. We're doing what we know, and we're even doing what we don't know. And I say it and accentuate those words, know, K-N-O-W, for a very specific reason. Because when a man knows a woman, she bears fruit, right? He passes her seed onto her, the bride, and she looks, those are my kids, right? Well, guess what? When this whole spiritual adventure is about knowing God, and if you know God, then you are God. You produce that fruit. I'm not saying you are God, but He works through you like a vessel. Otherwise, two fathers, that seed's got to go somewhere. You dump it into the ground, I don't know, or you launch it into the sky, however you want to think of it. The sons always do what they see the Father doing. You are a son of man. The Son of Man has nowhere to rest his head, saying his leadership. I got to serve one or the other. You got to pick. You got to choose. You have nowhere to rest your head. You're serving one or the other. You're either a son of God or a son of perdition. And with that information right there should allow you to divide the flock. Anybody that you see, You can see who their father is. And if they're not of your father, then you can't judge them because you don't judge another father's servant. A different father is teaching them. And they will learn, but that's what fire is for. Cast into the lake of fire, and it's burning right in front of your face. You don't even get it. It's I wish I was never born. I don't want to interfere with your work. Although I know that I can, because I have been given free will like everybody else in this miserable place. And if there is anything that you can do to absolve me of these duties, death immediately, just let me know. I'll do it. I cannot stand in more open fields for waiting for a lightning strike or anything that your hand would deliver. Your hand. Because of my own, I can't lay down my life. It doesn't belong to me. So help me out here, please, if you can. Glorify a son that you could be glorified. I think that's a good prayer. In the meantime, I'll drink beer. Waiting. Oh my God, it is. It's Leviathan. Yes! It's Levi. Dude, I get excited. Is it Levi?
Oh, no, it's Bowie.
Bowie?
Yes.
Isn't it Levi? Is there Levi?
It's Bowie, like David Bowie. Yeah.
Can I display you guys? I'm on YouTube. I thought you were. Oh, it's a dog.
Yeah.
It's a dog. I thought it was a kid. Brother,
Let's go, man.
I love you, man.
Yeah,
Come
man.
here,
You having a good day?
Who the hell are you?
My name's Austin.
Austin?
I'm Skyland.
I'm Chris.
Nice.
Dude, what?
Do you live right here on the corner?
Yeah.
We'll stop by soon.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you ever need anything, here.
Thank you, man.
This is Austin.
Howdy.
I think in there.
Yeah.
Look at this. I just made a corner of my street. Can you believe this?
No.
Look at this guy. And he's got a family. And you know what? The Apostle Paul always said, watch out for them dogs.
Watch out for them dogs.
All right, man.
All right.
Well, hey, like I said, if you,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
This is easy to give away because I probably won't be able to own it for much longer.
Yeah.
It's a headache, and I'm feeling the pinch of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I'm looking. Well, money's kind of rough right now. We're trying to. But like, if I know.
How much is your rent?
$650.
$650.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
What?
You could give me $250 of that, and you'd still be able to afford my mortgage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What? You can't do math?
No, I cannot.
I can.
So can you see what I'm under? I got this nice place that costs nothing to live in.
Yeah.
And taxes.
Yeah.
And I got a job to do.
Yeah.
I have a mission out there somewhere.
I feel you. They're just tired of being cooped up. I know.
I got a job. I got a mission. I don't know what you believe. What you're.
Oh, I believe.
You're a believer?
Yeah.
Believer.
Okay, so am I.
Yeah. And respect that. I've gone on like things like that with church, my aunt's church. Like there's what
Hey.
are they called, mission trips?
Here's how I see it.
Yeah.
Slaughter the oxes.
Yeah.
Burn the flour.
Yeah.
Make a barbecue. Works out for everybody. I
Yeah.
tried to stop a pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay. In 2020
Yeah.
because I saw it coming. And it was very simple to understand.
The whole COVID thing.
You have to enact Old Testament laws because they work. Unclean, unclean, can't
Yeah.
move, it can't spread.
Yeah.
Sorry, it seems simple,
Yeah.
but you can control the air.
Yeah.
But the only air that you can control is the one that comes out of here. And that's where you have to watch.
Yeah.
But we failed. Here's where we failed with COVID.
Yeah.
We could have locked down immediately for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Very short. 40
Yeah.
days we would have been done.
Yeah.
And then,
And then all
because
these
your
people
body
wanted
goes
to
through
live
two
in-
modes.
Yeah.
You either produce disease
Yeah.
or
Your baby.
you're cured of it.
Inside of donuts.
Or you're cured of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so you're either in two modes, either fighting it or supporting it.
Yeah.
And we should have used wisdom. We should have used love
Yeah.
to care for each other.
Not even just that. Everything these days is so politically divided. It's all left or right. It's not.
But that's a good thing. But you have to respect it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
good to divide.
Yeah.
Because then you got okay over here
You got variety of
and okay over here.
variety of the culture. But the problem is sometimes these people on either side are too
Extreme.
extreme, I guess.
Or they want to take over and only their side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. There's always two sides,
There
sheeps
is
and
always two
goats.
sides, and that's why I have a hard time always voting, is because like
I don't vote.
Yeah.
I don't want to get involved. I see what I had watched for a long time,
Yeah.
and I'm disappointed in the matter. And then I say, well,
yeah,
I
do that too.
I
barely
felt
watch the
bad.
news.
Like
Yeah.
I supported somebody one,
Yeah.
2, 3 times, and then I backed off and said, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know if I watch right, motherfucking. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't have any problem saying what I say,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about being public about what I say. But when I voted 1,
Yeah.
2, 5 times and then I see it's failed,
yeah,
it's like I just want to go, well, maybe these other people know better
yeah,
because I was stupid and I supported somebody who's a moron and I feel bad, so I'm just gonna go away. And then when you realize the whole thing is just a big damn circus,
Mhm.
yeah,
then it's like, okay,
yeah,
then it's just like when you realize our failure in government is
Yeah.
about cooperation between two different sides.
Yeah.
And instead of throwing, I'm sick of the fucking
they're
snowball
They're
fight.
not having cooperation. Biden and Trump are up there arguing like
Do you want to know what the
high
sign
schoolers.
was? I'm a prophet.
Yeah.
You want to know what the sign was?
What's that?
Obama's nation.
Obama's nation. Yeah.
Obama nation. Trump, Pence.
Yeah.
Trumpets.
Trumpets.
Then along comes Biden.
Yeah.
You know what Biden means?
What's that?
Both or abide with. It's either a divisive two
Yeah.
or two things working together.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
he
no,
doing? Is he
there's-
chirping?
There's dogs.
Oh,
He's whining. I know, baby. Friends. You have enough friends.
that's a good dog. They got good dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one, I think I call him Joe, like Run, Joe, Run.
Yeah.
It's a long old.
What? I know.
You want
honey.
friends?
You have enough friends. You have Oliver. You
Me-
have Ginger. You
Those are
have
cats, right?
Casper.
Of course.
No, they're actually. My mom has a pit bull.
Oh, dude, you're safe.
My mom has a pit bull. She's a tiny pit bull, but she's a pit bull.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think the actual breed name is Staffordshire Terrier or something like that. So,
Hey, does your shirt freak anybody out? Can I ask?
it's just a metal band.
Yeah.
It does. It freaks our neighbors out.
We like metal. We like metal. Well, I like metal music.
See that?
Yeah.
You know how they say your right hand is marked?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was on my left hand.
Huh.
But it was
Oh.
from Rush.
Oh,
You know the band Rush?
yeah.
And I was told that's a satanic symbol, and I'm like thinking of all this stuff. And now
Yeah.
when I listen to the band Rush,
Yeah.
dude, I'm going to tell you something. That I don't know if you believe in God of Gods,
Yeah.
but it's like everything that I hear are just all, even in lyrics, movies, messages, everything is just the same message.
Yeah.
Peter Frampton, oh, won't you show me the way day after day?
Yeah.
And then you have some songs of battle.
Yeah.
Like AC/DC back in, she shook me all night long. Well, who's the she? She is Lady Wisdom.
Yeah.
She is in control of everything. She is our future.
Yeah.
You make love to her in the right way, the children are wonderful, right?
Yeah.
You shook me all night long. She was a fast machine. She kept her motor clean.
Yeah.
She was the best damned woman that I ever seen. Took the apple.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like our lyrics and everything all along the Watchtower, all these lyrics, everything in our world is like screaming
Yeah.
one thing.
You're talking about the apple with Eve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowledge, just good and evil.
Yeah, good and evil. That's
You
what it
need
always
both.
is.
It's a
Yeah.
contrast, but you got to respect.
You can't have good without the bad.
You can't.
And sometimes you got to experience bad to know you're experiencing good.
Well, that's knowing.
Yeah.
Let me teach you one word.
That's the wisdom.
One word I'm going to teach you.
Yeah.
What do you think the word means? Know. To know.
It's the literal definition of the word.
Keep going. We're online.
Honestly, I think to know it means like.
The woman. She's going to get you. Go ahead.
I think it means to just be and to.
Be. Keep going.
I am.
Why? Why is to know to be?
Because it's just simple that way, I guess. It's like.
It is simple.
losing ya.
Come on. It's a
I'm not
woman.
a big
Give birth
thinker.
already. Come on.
I'm not a big
She's
thinker.
struggling. Come on. Because to know is to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Watch
Are
this.
we talking?
When a man knows a woman,
Yeah.
she bears fruit.
Yeah.
Where does everything that comes from anything come from? A spirit. So when a spirit knows you,
Yeah. Yeah.
you bear the fruit of that spirit.
Yeah.
So can you see how everything comes to be?
Yeah.
Everything comes from a spirit and transitions to physical
I've even thought about just how
as a birth.
how spirit. If you have a nice spirit, sometimes your spirit can uplift others. Like,
There's sons and there's daughters.
yeah. Like I
Daughters just make more seeds. Could be
Yeah.
good, or could be bad. It's just like
Yeah.
a stall. It's like a
Yeah.
waiting point.
Yeah.
But the idea is sons can't do anything else but make
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
sons, supposedly.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I was confused if you were talking about the word N-O or K-N-O.
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 Yeah.
It's like, so when I would say, so since now there's two fathers,
Yeah.
and the fathers always know the son,
Yeah.
when I've seen you,
Yeah.
I've seen your father. Because the father always knows the son. There's two different
Yeah.
sons. There's sons of God, sons of perdition.
Yeah.
So if I see you,
Yeah.
I see your father,
Yeah.
literally by your works, and you don't even have a choice.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice of doing those works, or not. You have a choice of doing the works, but the works define the father. In other words,
I see what you mean.
what you do shows who you belong to, what part of whose family you are.
Yeah. I really do.
It's so simple, isn't it?
It is really simple, and just having simple kindness to people is simple. Like, I remember working at Dollar General the one day, and it was Mother's Day. And I was just being friendly to people coming through the line. I'm like, every woman that comes through my line, I'm just going to tell them a happy Mother's Day. I don't know if they're a mother or not, but you know.
That could be hard because you
Yeah.
could get a mother that lost kids.
Yeah.
So
And
you never know.
I did that, and
But that's a good.
this
But your
one-
heart was
this
in it.
one woman, it hit her so hard, like
She loved it, right?
tears of like happiness, like
Probably nobody
she said,
told
like,
her.
not even my own kids.
You
would
were
say
the
that.
works of God.
Yeah.
You were the works of God that were set there before her,
Yeah.
so she could have you.
You know what? I don't even mean to get to talk about this kind of depression stuff, but like I won't lie.
Sorry,
I won't lie.
I get excited. I get excited to
Yeah.
watch God use people.
Yeah, I won't lie to you. I've been in like CPEP before, if you don't know what that is. Like, it's a place they send you when like you're kind of like in a very, very down place of mind, like thinking of dumb shit that you shouldn't.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
If your sadness of heart is for real things,
Yeah.
you deserve that sadness, and nobody should deprive you of that or think that it's sadness for you.
Yeah.
But don't think that you escaping it
Yeah.
to leave by trying to end it all, that kind of thing, that you shouldn't do,
No.
because everything that goes on
Yeah.
with you can be a blessing, right?
Yeah.
But like, you deserve the right to feel that, and
Yeah.
people judging you is to say there's something wrong with you because you're too sad.
Yeah.
That's not really
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah, that's true.
It's okay to feel sad.
You gotta have the.
You should, because you lose your heart, right?
Yeah.
If I medicate you to where you can't even feel your heart anymore,
Yeah.
what the hell have I created? I've created a monster.
Created a monster.
Because now I can
Yeah.
destroy you.
Yeah.
Your heart says
Yeah.
everything's okay.
Yeah.
And then what am I doing? Your
Yeah.
mind is remembering all the bad stuff I've done. It's building a time bomb waiting to go off.
Yeah.
So it's okay to feel sad,
Yeah.
but you shouldn't medicate somebody beyond reality.
Oh yeah. I know
Right?
what you mean.
Right?
Yeah.
If you've had a reason,
When you're stuck in a place like that, they gotta make sure that you're not in mind anymore.
well, they don't want you to hurt yourself. Yeah.
And I already got past that point. It's still kind of stuck in there, so I just started being nice to everybody.
And for a
and
long,
it actually uplifted a lot of people.
that
And,
happened to me too.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
They said, we just want to get out of here,
Yeah.
but you just keep preaching to us. and I said, yeah, because I know, read, and that's how long I was in there. I was in there for exactly 10 days, because right before then I opened up my Bible and said,
Yeah.
God, what's going to happen to me? And I opened it up and it said, there are some of you who are going to be tested, and
Yeah.
you will be put in prison for 10 days. But if you can make it past these deaths, then I will give you all my gifts.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'm going to be in here for 10 days.
Yeah.
And I was in there for exactly 10 days. And I actually died while I was in there, because they wound up zapping me to wake me up on a gurney and then letting me go.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I've been through a lot for the name of Christ.
Wow.
And then I had to forgive people because they buried my medical records and tried to.
Yeah.
None of this happened.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Some stuff like that happened to my dad when he was still here. It was like, I think one time he got drunk. I remember the story. That was kind of funny. One time he got drunk.
What's your
and
dad's name?
Daniel Thompson.
Daniel?
Yeah.
Daniel. That's the name.
One time he was drinking, and like my dad usually never was like a very angry drunk. He was.
I'm not intruding on you guys, am I?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Like he was.
It's like we're paused here a long time. I don't want a captive audience,
No, people don't bother.
Okay. Me either, obviously. I'd be running. Damn miserable. What's that dog doing? He's probably defecated on my lawn and not in a bag, for crying out loud.
Hey, what?
What's the matter, buddy?
Wanna go outside?
You want to run around?
I don't. There's so many cars.
I trust mom. You see, you uttering that just gives us something to be sorry for, that we didn't listen to you. When the whole thing says, when God said, because you listen to your wife, you're still supposed to listen to your wife. You're just supposed to decide if what she's saying is crazy. Like, I know we should buy all these Beanie Babies because they're going to be worth so much money in the future. And it's like, yeah, no, they weren't, and they aren't. And I wasted thousands of dollars for Liberty Bear and all those things. Yeah. But no, listen.
Yeah.
That's the point. You see, man and woman is supposed to be a team.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
When Jesus said, pick up your cross and follow me,
Yeah.
he wasn't talking about being crucified.
Yeah.
You know the Greek symbol that looks like a woman?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
cross. Now, the woman, you're supposed to elevate the woman because she can help you.
Yeah.
The woman is the source of all things.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's why the man, his seed, if you look at the
Yeah.
man, he has the arrow,
Okay, go.
Yeah.
points up and to the right.
Yeah.
Come here, out of the road.
So can you see where being a man or a son is different from being a woman?
Yeah.
But the woman you still need, because they have to be,
No, I agree with
Oh,
you.
I didn't bring my bags.
you need both.
When you uplift.
Maybe I didn't bring my bags.
Oh no.
What?
He might have
No,
to
you're
go.
all right. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
No, I'm good. I deserve it. You guys been cool.
Chloe, go sniffing.
Thank you,
No,
man.
not over there. Over here, honey.
You are too.
Anytime you come back, man, this is your yard now. You know that? You come back here, and when them big dogs come, they'll know who was here, huh? Don't pee on me though. He's good.
Yeah, Matt.
Hi, buddy.
He's like, there's been other dogs here. Now this is how they like probably talk to each other, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I was here too. Hi. Don't forget me. It's kind of funny, right? It's got to be
Yeah.
like the most, we smell different perfumes.
Yeah.
That's how it's got to be to them. They're like, hey, John was here, right? I mean,
Yeah.
good dog.
Boy,
Hey,
come here. Good boy. Come on this way.
good
Come
boy.
on,
Good
this way.
boy.
Come here.
Good
sweetie.
boy. Good boy.
Thanks, sweetie.
Whew. Lucky. That was safe. Do you know how much danger? Because there's a spanking on the end there.
Come here.
All right.
Yes.
Like
Good
I
boy.
won't lie, I'm not the perfect Christian, but nobody is.
You know, as soon as you think you are, you're not.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
And
Over. That way.
but like I'm always friendly to people. I always try to be like I'm not judgmental. I always be kind to people. I'm always like just friendly.
do you know that? Did you see a purpose for evil?
No. I mean, yes and no, honestly.
Watch this.
You gotta have evil.
This is hard.
Yeah.
This is a hard one because
Yeah.
we're told no partiality to man.
Yeah.
That's written.
Yeah.
That right there, you might as well consider it like concrete.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Over there.
So what is mercy then? It's partiality. What is grace? That is partiality.
Over here.
Yeah.
So then what are these two things?
Good
Yeah.
boy.
They're evil that are used for good.
Yeah.
In other words, it's if there wasn't evil, it wouldn't allow
Yeah.
the Lord to bend his laws. He can't even break his own because he wouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. God can do anything he wants. Like, no. He has stricter laws than rules than us. He breaks one single hair of anything,
Yeah.
no longer our God, because
Yeah.
no longer truth. He has
Yeah.
hard laws. It's us that are allowed to bend whatever, and that's where
Yeah.
grace and mercy and even evil come into play.
Yeah.
Salvation by grace, because
Yeah.
grace is a technicality.
Yeah.
I'm not saying grace is evil. If we didn't have grace,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. If we didn't have grace, we'd be done, because it would be like, here, this is a sin. It'd be like,
Yeah.
it'd be like this. Done. I'm gone. Right? Grace allows me to go, oh, what did I do? I did something wrong.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to suffer for it. There's going to be more dandelions in my lawn, right?
Yeah.
See what I did?
Yeah.
Good example. But it's like, that's what evil is for.
Yeah.
It's to allow us, but we shouldn't take advantage of it to go, I'm going to enjoy it until it hurts.
Yeah.
But it works that way.
Yeah.
Like my shoes.
Like my shoes.
Those are,
They're pretty neat.
they are cool. All right. Well, now you're venturing on bedroom stuff. So I'm going to I don't know. What you guys do is your own business.
Oh no, it's just my feet hurt. Is all.
No, but I'm saying, like, I don't know. I'd say, if they're not supposed to be on very long, then wear them to some place where you got to take them off.
Yeah.
We're going to my mother's. She
Oh.
actually just drove by a bit ago. I'm not sure where she is.
All right. She's probably concerned for you because I'm the scary, hairy guy in town. But
No, you're good, man.
it was nice to meet you. Very nice.
Definitely.
And pay attention, because you see them posts over there.
Yeah.
There's going to be grapes on there
Nice.
in a couple months. And I usually find that I don't have people to give them out to. So,
Mother has grapes.
oh, she does?
Yes, she does.
Where does she have grapes? Who's your mom? Maybe I know her.
Laura Hill, you might know the last name Munzer. She doesn't really like it because of her brother Robert Munzer. He gets arrested a lot. TBH.
Hey, you know what? He's just having fun,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, he's gotten caught too many times. And if he would have got caught in more, he probably would learn. So there you go.
My cousin, it took him one time of getting caught, and that was like robbed a pizza joint back in Holland. You know Holland? It was like kind of like up near East Aurora,
Okay.
and it's like
Is that near Corfu?
it's a bit more north.
Okay.
Yeah.
My brother's in Corfu.
Yeah.
One of them. But anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. No reason to fight, right? But yeah, when you see those things going there and they're starting to pop up, if you want any, stop by, or otherwise for any other reason, hey man, ring the doorbell.
Yeah.
If you see fire on the front porch,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
just hanging out having a beer. I'll have a candle burning or something,
Okay.
and typically my goal in life
Yeah.
is to bring back the teachings of Jesus
Yeah.
that are for everybody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that, man. I appreciate you.
Love you, man.
Love you too.
We'll see ya.
Nice to meet you. God bless you. There you go. The big, mean, scary guy. Their little dog was cute. he was all whining. He wanted to go meet the other dogs. I thought they had a kid in there, actually. You know who I thought we were going to meet? I thought we were going to meet Leviathan. I really thought that was the chick with Leviathan. Anyway, I don't know. Someone said. Let's see. I need more light. Come on, give me. I need light. I cannot see. It has gotten brighter in front of me. There we go. Okay, what's it say? Carl Gustav Jung. Oh, Carl Jung. No tree can grow into heaven with its roots reaches to hell. Yes. Well, I guess that's if it's a tree. That's if it's a tree, because for mankind, unfortunately, our roots are in hell. So maybe that's why you have to die and be reborn. We come into a fallen world or fallen creation, right? So that was a lot of fun. That was cool to talk to that guy. He just looked like Jesus, didn't he? He just looks, I don't know. And he was so mellow. He was such a, I don't know. All I can say is I enjoyed his spirit, because we share the same spirit. So. Hey guys, check out my strawberries. You didn't know I was a gardener, right?
Sorry, I meant the quote is Young quote is no tree can grow into heaven without its roots reaching into hell. Okay, well, like I said, if the roots stop it, then that would be like a tree of knowledge, right? Because then you would know evil. But when you know both good and evil, then you're the tree that goes further, right? So that's why he would have said that. But if it stops you in the other way that you said it, if wait a second, you said that. Hold on, let me see. You said no tree can grow into heaven with its roots reaching down to hell. So you're saying with and without. So there's a difference there. But both of them can be made true because you're talking about heaven and hell. And there's only one equation to get there. That's our Lord. Oh, I gathered that, and it's okay. It's okay. I love you. I'm glad. I'm glad that you don't have English for your first language. Maybe you're in a better place where they don't speak English. Can I come to visit you? Uh, People are crazy, but I don't know. Maybe it's everywhere. I'm very concerned. I'm just looking for a way out. And I love you much. I hope you're well. Um, really, our world is crazy. You know, um, why do people want to hurt each other? Uh, I almost think that the people don't really want to hurt each other. What's going to happen is people are going to get sick of all this war stuff. And see, the difference is the people, they are the many, and the leaders are the few. So when the covenant is made with the many, as it's put, it will be that kind of like almost is in a democracy, except that God will win, right? Sorry. They had to do a little kung fu on a bee there. It's funny, they get really cocky, and then you put them in their place, and some of them just keep coming back. Other ones, there are some that are like, okay, you know, I was just inspecting and I put my nose where it shouldn't have been. I'm going to get you, buddy. This one's coming back for a second. It's funny how the eyes work. If you just stare at one spot, just keep looking at it. Keep looking there, but pay attention to there and there. And then you'll see it out of the corner of your eye. You'll catch that movement. In that case, my ears hurt long before that, but yeah. But yeah, I'm busting an hour and 20 minutes here. I need to go take a break, but I will be back, God willing. Please enjoy a moment of silence and maybe pray for all the tragedy in our world. And I will be back, God willing. Yay! We made it. Okay, I guess we can't quit yet, right? Boy, that God willing thing surely does like just put a damper on quitting, doesn't it? It's weird when you're alive and breathing. I guess you should be found willing, right? Makes it hard, I guess. There you go. Oh, hey, and a visitor. Those little fuzzy things. I think they call it milkweed. I don't know. It's everywhere. Man. It's turned out to be a nice day here. It's not too hot. It's kind of the temperature is just like, I don't know, just right. It's perfect. Lots of whatever that stuff is flying everywhere. It's almost like a different kind of snow, you know? I mean, wherever this stuff comes from, it will take over the world for sure. I think it's not, is it milkweed? I don't think it's milkweed. Maybe it is milkweed. I thought milkweed is like dying out though. That doesn't make any sense. Help, help, help me. Illogical, illogical. I'm having friends over in an hour or so. They're visiting me and my girlfriend for food. Oh, nice. That sounds wonderful, man. Um, may a just a good spirit fall upon all of that, right? And that sounds like a good time. Thank you. I'll smile from here. While I drink nasty, cheap beer in America. This, yeah, it's really weird being from certain places and things. It's like, I thought it was Italian at first. Well, I guess my heritage is in Italy, but it actually goes all the way back into Africa, right? So it's, I don't know. I'm probably the only white African American. I mean, with like bloodlines into Africa. Maybe not. Ugh. I should make some more wine. That's terrible. You know what it is? I get lazy. I need to practice what I preach. I need to cross the boundary of could be, the dream, the other side of the dream, and make it reality and just do what I got to do. And then I'd have wine instead of garbage beer, and I don't even have to do anything. It's cheaper. I am a victim of convenience. I deserve this drudgerous gruel. I bet you can't even get this wherever you are, and good thing. I don't know if you'd be able to handle it. we're really hard here in the United States. I just have you know. You ever seen Rambo? Yeah, we're all like that. We'll eat things that'll make a billy goat puke. Uh, the interesting thing about that, though, is we'll actually pay for it. So I don't know. It's a very weird thing here in America. But being Italia Frafrican, Italia, Italia Frican. What the hell is that? Oh my God! My own grandpa. Let's see. needs more needs more doctoring here. And it just dump some of this in here. There. Now it's like beer flavored lemon. That's pretty bad. We won't get this anymore. I went back for one last try because I was like, that's pretty cheap. I used to drink that. I went and I'm like, I'm regretting it. It's like, God, I graduated, right? Yeah. This is for when you want to get drunk. And if you don't want to get drunk, then it's just not enjoyable, so you'll never even get there, right? Like, it just becomes useless. Well, and there we are. Take his keys away, Larry. I think he might want to drive. It's funny. The difference between me making wine is really almost like the creation deciding to, grab the bull by the horns, so to speak, and do what it needs to do, right? So Mr. T says, I am not particularly old. Okay, so I'm going to think probably 40s. But I find people run all over me just because I'm cautious and nice to them. Yeah. Can I say something though, honestly? As much as you can handle in that, you're better off for it. I don't know. Creating trouble over it isn't going to do any good, but I totally understand the running over thing, right? Now, it depends on who's running over you and what it is that your purpose is while they're running over you. If it's a personal thing, not good. If you're serving God or in some type of service, really bad for somebody to step on you. Because, see, the beauty of it is, Gamaliel, who taught the Apostle Paul, supposedly, I'll even throw that out there, supposedly, he said something that was striking and profound in the way of sovereignty, right? He said, do nothing. Let God take care of it. I mean, now in more detail, he said, the Pharisees are like, hey, we got to do something about these guys. And Gamaliel says, I say, do nothing. Because if it is of man, it'll fail. If it is of God, there's nothing you can do to stop it. If I had to expound upon that, I would say, if it is of man, you can further cause man to arise if you oppress him more. And that's exactly what happens. That's what happened in Egypt, why the Hebrews grew. Anything that's oppressed, that has to struggle. Life is like a natural force. It just wants to happen. And anything that is oppressed will try to grow. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is, it will try to grow and it will grow. So the thing is don't oppress the things that are bad thinking that you can stop them. Just let them grow out and die. You know, let evil divide itself. Let destruction take care of itself. As soon as you try to nitpick on people's personal lives, you're going too far. Just get out of the way. You know, that doesn't belong in the church. You've now defiled a household that isn't yours. You know, each person is in charge of their own house. Name it as you will. You want David on your house? Go for it. You might not be happy about it when you receive it. Think about what that house gets and what it's promised. Woo! Oh yeah, that is a lemon with beer in it to it. And at least I can. And say, who the what? Are you? I don't know what that word means. But something tells me I should say yes. Does that bother you? I'm going to go, yeah. I'm fine. We still got some hair left. There are some things that I just think about when I think about God, like, you know, keep your head, cover your head, just whatever weird stuff. And I'll do something and it'll just, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like, I don't know, like I just feel happy or something, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. Don't worry, you can't catch it. It's up to you. The hell's with all the police vehicles, man? It's like, God, man. Oh boy. Can you hear it? You should be able to. The things only look like a flying bus. I don't know what the hell these things are, where they came from, man, but I never seen these things before, except for maybe the past 2 or 3 years. But they're these mostly black looking, they almost look like a bumblebee, but yeah, they don't fly like a bumblebee. Like bumblebees were your friend, right? They just kind of, you know, happily meandering around. It was almost cute to see a bumblebee jump onto a flower, right? Like you'd see like some kind of delicate, you know, I don't know, some kind of a lily or something, and then a bumblebee would jump on it and hang on to it and like pull the whole thing sideways, right? Like just It's like, yeah, I love you. Now you're going to die. The thing's like destroying it. But it's just kind of funny. But these things, dude, they are just like, whoa. I mean it really. They're bad news. And they come around and when was it? Was it the day before yesterday? I had one come bother me when I was out by my grapevines. And the stupid thing was hiding behind the post. Literally, I'm tearing off pieces of the grapevine, parts I don't care about, obviously, and I'm swatting at it like that wasn't it, and it's like, and the thing is like dodging me back and forth behind the post, just like nah 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 nah, and I'm beating, like a bunch of leaves whacking against a wooden post. They're not doing any good, so they're getting all beat to shit. And I'm just like thinking, this son of a bitch is laughing at me. I know it, and it's like literally, it was like as if it was teasing you. I mean, I can't say that it had that level of thought to be able to go nah 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 nah, but that little shit was avoiding me back and forth and with intention, right? And it was, oh man. So it's like, what the hell is that? Is that like an insect or a government drone? I mean, that seemed to have too much intelligence for a bug, right? It seemed like something was wrong. That was cool. Hey, that's a good response, though. That's better than what typically will fly out of your face, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Good kid.
Yes. Enjoy the weather.
Yeah. Do what we can.
Oh, yeah.
Her phone fell on the ground and he said, "Oh, great." And it's like, that is great. That's great that he said it exactly that way. The reality is, he still said, "Oh, shit." Yeah. I got my wife like that. She used to say, her, and this is exactly, she used to say, instead of saying shit, she'd say sugar. And I didn't know why she would always say sugar until she kind of, I figured it out one day when she said dog sugar or bull sugar or something. Something led me on to understand that sugar was actually a 4-letter word that ended with hit. And I confront her on it. I go, you realize you're just saying, you're just saying shit in a different way, right? And then she thought about it and she's like, yeah, he's right. And then she never did it anymore. I know she wanted to. And it's sad because it's like, I shouldn't have said anything. At least I let her vent, right? All I did was block up a dam of grace so that righteousness could be. Do you hear what I just said? I blocked up a dam of grace. In other words, just saying, who cares? So that righteousness could be. Yeah, legalism. Whew, get you every time. It's like there's no such thing as lawlessness. Lawlessness is somebody that denies the law. That's all it is. The law is still running 24/7. Ask Paul. Romans 2:12-14. Boom. There's just so few scriptures that you need to throw in your toolbox, if I would put it that way. throw them in your toolbox and make sure that you don't break them, whatever you do. They're the hinge pins on what honoring God. I'd put it that way. They're the hinge pins upon what honoring God are, held together by. And if you break them, you're you're just like everybody else. If you can keep them together and then even notice them, then you might be a prophet material, right? Because you start to see God's mind as like a mechanical thing almost, right? Like this can only do this if that triggers this, and this lever can only go that way if this is pointed at that, and like it literally gets like that. You wouldn't think, but it's so I just can't wait to die so I can go see who made this. I don't know. It's like to believe. It's not even to believe. Math is the most amazing thing, because everything in the whole place is math. Call me wrong. The trick is you have to know what aftermath is so that you can save yourself from aftermath. Because how can you save yourself from something that you don't know what it is? But once you know what it is, then you're held accountable. Ay, 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 ay. It's crouching at your door. It's like some nasty that you met before. And she comes and comes again. She's your friend, but you wish you could send her on her way. Go away, Lady Wisdom. I've had enough of you. I know that you are true, as all that I can do is screw and screw Lady Wisdom. Then from her children come, and it doesn't matter how hard I try. I'm dumb. This is how I laugh about the futility of man and his war against a book. Forgive me. What the hell's going on here? Kelly. What? Kelly? Oh boy. I don't like that name. That's a dangerous name. Kelly. Sacred geometry, indeed. Let's see. There's a saying in Denmark, where I'm from. We talk Danish, right? Did you know that Dane and Ish means man? So English, British, Danish. I think we talked about this before. It's how the tribe of Dan marked everything. When he see, Dan was a seafaring tribe, so when he went everywhere, that's why everywhere is where Ish is. Think about it. There's a saying in Denmark, where I'm from, that you are your own smith of happiness. Right. Exactly. Oh my God, can I come live with you? My God, get me out of this place. At least I know where I need to go now. Think about it. Think about it, okay? At least I know where to go. And maybe I just got inspiration from trying to give inspiration. But let's think about this. When it refers to a double blessing, okay, it's okay to be able to use good for good, but how does it work then when you can use evil for good? See what I'm saying? Then what happens? You're like, it doesn't matter what's going on. You got opportunity in everywhere you look, right? Remember what did Jesus say to the guy? He said, or he said to his disciples, because they're a bunch of morons, but he picked them for a reason to show that you can use the least of the least to do the best of what should be, right? But these guys are going, who sinned, him or his parents, that he was born blind? And it's like Jesus said neither, so his works of God could be displayed. So guess what? Everything is opportunity that the works of God could be displayed. Nobody sinned. Don't worry about any of that crap. That causes you to gain some kind. You pick a side then. you no longer can 100% serve good because you've got a chain of evil that you're dragging behind you, thinking that you've conquered it. No, if you've conquered it, it's gone, and you're going forward, right? So yeah, you are the smith of your own happiness, and I get to work with both hands. Okay. My eyes are like fire. I'll burn it down to nothing and go, okay, what's left? What's the good and what's left after I blow away the ashes, right? That's how I want to think about things that my eyes see. He said, but I fell, it's misused in politics where I think, or politics, sorry. We're seeing language translation here. Enjoy the comedy. Have mercy on us. But I feel it's misused in politics where I think the compassion in the use of the saying is lost. Well, okay. You mentioned the P word. And I know I probably got my comments paused right now, so I can't see you if you're typing stuff in there. I'm sorry. If I see something that can bear fruit for a kingdom that I want to see come, then I'm going to stick on it. Okay. And this guy has a very good point, and he mentioned some very good things that are causing us to think, right? Let's use our brains about this stuff. Okay. You can take God out of the picture if you want and still come up with a reality, right? I mean, obviously, many people have done so. We see them all day long. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but yeah, okay. Anyway, there's a saying in Denmark that you are your own smith of happiness. So that's to say, look, man, you get a choice, right? But I feel it's misused in politics. Okay. Well, now choice starts coming into cutting things in half, which seems like a good idea, but that's where biblically our failure is. To start a war, any kind of war, even in between good and evil, is wrong. Because evil, a house divided against itself will fall. Well, if it can't touch you and you're good and you're gone, it will dissolve and go away. That's a given. Okay? So anytime you have politics, you've now created a war. And the best way that I can say that at one time somehow this was understood would be the very first Sabbath. Okay? The very first Sabbath. How did he get there? Because on the very first Sabbath was the rest from all that he created and made. Now, the prophet Isaiah, whom Jesus relies on quite heavily, and I can understand why. I can understand why Isaiah, if you know about Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah, it is said, was put in a tree because he said he saw God face to face in the same way that Moses did. And I would say this, if the man was a prophet, you do see God face to face, and I see God face to face. I understand what that means. Okay? Face to face, like two opposing faces that don't interfere with each other. Let me explain the first Sabbath. The first Sabbath was a rest between all that was made and created. And if you read the prophet Isaiah, and in 45:7, Isaiah explains what the Lord does. And he says, I form light and I create darkness. I make peace, and I create evil. Mm-hmm. I, the Lord, do all these things. So until you can see that these two forces should not touch each other, as in don't let the left hand know what the right hand's doing kind of thing, you're never going to get it. Let that left messed up hand alone. It will destroy itself. Don't fight evil so much, because you're finding purpose. You want to know what the purpose is of the one who goes around seeking whom they can catch in their sin is? The devil? All right, did I get you? Okay. I know, I try to dramatize. The teachings are very simple. Oh, shit. Well, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Hey, come here. I want to know something.
Yeah.
You're an insurance lady, or were you?
Yeah.
Do you still do it?
Yeah.
You still insurance? Hi, Grumpy. Come here, you. Friendly, huh? How are you, Kathy?
Good. You, Chris?
I'm all right.
What's going on next door house?
Well, I tried to do what I could to help them out.
Is Dave still living there?
No, the whole thing is really bad. Well, obviously, you know the family, so here's what happens. Her family convinces, we'll take care of you and Dave. They move him out to the best place in the world, Rochester, where her kids live, and said criminal son-in-law. Dave disappears somewhere. She gets upset and decides, what's going on, comes and moves back here by herself. Well, what has happened is they stuffed him into a home, lied and said that she was in a home, and then stole her Social Security. It's identity theft freaking nightmare. And the whole thing caused her to lose her house. She had enough money coming in, but between pensions and everything else, and I went to the state troopers, I went to Gowanda, I went to everybody that I could to try and get legal on her side, and I got fucked in the ass. And I even took money out of my own retirement account to try and help her.
Is it up for sale then?
No, it got fucking auctioned off. She's still living in there.
Oh, Somebody else owns it now?
She's still living in there.
Oh my gosh.
I
how
I
awful.
buy her take her to get
Yeah.
groceries, do what I can to help her out. Yeah, it's freaking tragedy.
Yeah.
She's my neighbor. How can I?
know.
It's like I
Okay,
fear
man.
God, right?
It's awful.
That's like sitting in my face saying, "There's nobody more your neighbor than her. How can
Yeah.
I not help?"
Oh, I know. It's just this world. This world.
And nobody else will help me help her. And it's like, what the
Yeah.
hell can I do, right?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. And Dave and she didn't even know where he was because she hid him. And she said, all I want is to find Dave.
Yeah.
And finally, because I'm an investigator, I found out things that I wish I never knew. Well, but I was able to actually help her to find Dave and where he was and whatever. And I did it because of just random mail coming in. You know, what tipped me off was she got an insurance letter. There's always a trail.
Yeah.
She got an insurance letter and then and I said, they're sending you an insurance thing about your insurance. I go, you got a phone number now. I go, call them. And I go, ask them about your account and any claims on your insurance account. And she goes, what do you mean? And I said, if he's I said, he needs medical care, right? And she says, yeah. And I said, then he has to be in a medical facility
Oh yeah.
and be generating some kind of paperwork. And I said, that's your key. And she asked, you know what the guy said? We don't have nothing. And I'm going, that's not good.
Yeah.
He's dead. Okay. As far as you know, this is serious now.
Yeah.
But I was able to actually then eventually find her again because the way they hid him away. It's like even insurance wasn't part of the
All of a
trail.
sudden, it's just like I saw a sign up there, and it's like, what the heck is going on?
No,
Did
man.
They die?
Liz is still there.
Yeah.
Do you remember Dave?
Oh, I know Dave and her both.
Yeah,
I know
he's
both of them. Yeah.
man. You know what she needs? She needs a friend. If you know her, man,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, but she would
But
really.
she probably would open the door because she'd probably hide.
No, she would.
Okay.
She would be so happy if you walk back there and pound on the back door.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she would. She has nobody but me. She
Yeah.
tells me all the time, and it breaks my heart. I don't even know her own friends.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm walking my neighbor's dog, Judy Timmel. So
Yeah.
I got to get her dog back.
I'm sorry.
No, take care.
I just feel really bad for her.
No, it is. That's life,
It's not life.
I know it's not life.
Life should come from us to other people,
Right.
not, oh, that's your life.
No,
I don't live that way.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
No, I know. Yeah. Like I said, taking care of somebody else's dog right now.
Tell her to walk her dog.
Judy can't walk well.
Huh?
Judy can't walk well. She has a back problem.
Do you know what? I'll tell you how I remember Judy. She called me one time at 11:30 at night
Wow.
and said, can you give me a ride at 4 o'clock in the morning to the hospital? And I said, yeah, I'll see you.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
And I'm there, man, but some people just don't get it.
Well, it's just like, going away and watch your dog for overnight.
Yeah, but you gotta,
Overnight.
you don't know. You don't watch a dog. You go live where the dog lives, man, because that's their home. You bring a dog into your house, that's their territory. You're stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry, not.
No, because I take it back across to her house. Yeah.
Unless a dog lives in two houses, that's different.
no.
But to bring a new animal into your house, that's like, hey, man, this is new kingdom for me,
She's supposed to be home today, but now she's gonna be home today. She'll be home tomorrow. See, so it's just always.
No telling what your nice little kind dog might. I mean, I don't know.
Judy doesn't take it for a walk.
Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah.
Worst bite in the world, worse than a pit bull. You come home a frustrated Cocker Spaniel, eat your whole couch. You'll be like, what the hell happened?
Yep.
And you'll blame it on aliens because that cute little dog could not have done such a thing.
There you go. Have a good day, Chris.
I'll see you.
They don't live here anymore.
Okay. I was thinking I never said where's your dog?
Yeah.
Just on that.
This is like, I want to help people, but I don't have the resources. And it's like, well, God should give you your resources. And that's when I realized that my resources are you. People get on my channel and accuse me of wanting to make money. I guess when I'm living on the street, then I can prove my shit, right? Assholes. This place doesn't deserve to exist. 50. I count one. Why do you make my heart hurt and not explode? Why? Can't you just finish me off? Is this the hell that I'm sent to fucking warn them of? Bunch of assholes on motorcycles. So you can justify saying that even if you sent a man who was raised from the dead, because you know I have been at least once medically documented. Is that what it is? And then you can destroy the place? Well, I say I'm going to call you on your bluff then, or whatever it is, and say that I'm aware of your plan. And I have been raised from the dead, and I'm saying that they still don't get it, and therefore you do not have the right to destroy them. Face to face. What you got? I'm not hearing anything. Man, I woke up out of nowhere on a fucking gurney. The bitch was trying to kill me. Of all places, Silver Cross Hospital. Everything is just so perfect. It even sits on top of a hill that overlooks the city. It used to, the one where I died in. That poor nurse was screaming. She couldn't believe it. Woo! He's still going. Can't stop that man. And you can't. And you won't. Ever. Ugh. Want to see my strawberries? Check it out. Look how happy they are. So grow them in a tub. There's an interesting thing about hydroponics, if I could say this, was that there's a difference between things that are of water and things that are of soil. I have a bee buzzing over here that's, he's a little, I'm gonna get him. The bees around here are getting pretty aggressive. I don't like it. I hit back. But there's a difference between things grown with water, which would represent activity, life, current times, events, actions. Okay, that's water. Soil's different. The soil stores that stuff. The soil absorbs it and then releases it a little bit at a time so that the plant can have it. You can grow plants like this, but then you've taken the place of God because you decided when the water will come. If it's in the soil, then God can decide because the earth is holy and all that is in it. And if he decides, you get a little bit of a buffer zone, I guess. It's no different than you in diligence watering something to make sure that it continues to grow the way it should. God just designed it so it flexes a little bit. There's grace, right? My grace, I dump more water. 40 at a time. What you'll notice is that even though that I water above, it it waters down below. Kapow! The funny thing is that is not their final resting place. They're actually going to go into hydroponics units that look like this one. Oh. This is that's a green pepper. That's my hydroponic unit. I grow food. I do things for the good of people. Anyway, let's see what I probably got a million comments, right? Happiness can depend on outside factors like war, famine, natural disasters. That's not true. It can depend on it, but the trick is to not let your happiness depend on that. And what I would say is that you have to understand You have to understand our God and the purpose and reason why he lets things seem to get destroyed as they seem to be. What the hell is going on here? I don't know. Somebody just pulled up in a white Jeep. I don't know. Maybe they'll help. Maybe they'll go back there and rescue her and go, come on, we know you need help, and we found where Dave is, and we bought a house for you, and you guys just they're each of them is going to live like another 10 years, and they can't even enjoy that time. Why don't you like my name? Oh, Kelly means warrior in Irish. Actually, I was in a movie, Kelly, and the movie was called Die Cheerleader Die, and my name is Sheriff. You might appreciate it, Kincaid. Maybe we're supposed to get married. I have seen God and call that place Peniel. Do you keep the Sabbath? Um, well, I think that that's kind of relevant, right? Like, do I keep the Sabbath? Uh, how what's the right way to keep the Sabbath? Like, what if I purposefully decide to do extra work on the Sabbath for the good of another? Because I actually have a video out there where, and you say, do I keep the Sabbath? That's cool. I like that. Use that word. But I have a video where I'll tell you how it all came to be. I was mowing my lawn, and my neighbor, I looked over the fence and I saw a white billowing cloud of smoke. And I said, I knew what was going on. It's like too much oil, right? So I start waving my arms, hey, and I get her to shut it down. And I said, I go, it was out of oil, huh? Just like as a joke. And she goes, yeah, I kept feeling it. I'm like, hey, I go, you know what? And it was an opportunity for me because it was Friday night. The sun was setting. I was barely maybe going to be able to finish my lawn. And I told her, I said, look, I want to explain and give a demonstration to my friends in my online Jewish community, Hebrew roots at that time, but now that I know that I'm a Jew, my bloodline goes into Egypt. And my last name, more mystery around that than you can imagine. Musa, Moses. Read it from the other direction and see what you get. But I told her, I said, my idea was I need to prove a point. I said, look, I go, here's what I want you to do. I said, the sun is about to set, and I'd like to prove a point to my online friends. So I would like you to go into your house and enjoy a pizza on me so that you don't break the Sabbath. I didn't say that, but you enjoy a pizza on me. You can even have pepperoni on it if you want. And what I'm going to do is tomorrow, tonight, you will not break the Sabbath because you won't be mowing your lawn. I'm going to finish my lawn so I don't break the Sabbath because I won't be doing work for myself. But tomorrow, I'm going to be working for my God because I'm going to fix your lawn more and I'm going to mow your lawn and so on. And I remember it because I actually wound up edging the lawn, and because I was doing work for God, it just didn't feel good enough. And I wound up breaking, my own like equipment to make sure that was right, And my lawnmower, or actually I shouldn't say lawnmower, my lawn tractor, because that was the state of her lawn was that bad, is broken since then, and I haven't used it since then. So yeah, the Sabbath, breaking the Sabbath or the Sabbath, what people don't understand about the Sabbath is that the Sabbath is about a complete state of rest between what? Well, where does unrest come from? Unrest comes from good and evil. As soon as there is good and evil, there can be enmity. Can you see the problem with the tree? Once you see, you cannot unsee. And then this, that might be sitting like this and you don't even know it, becomes this. And it can't let go until you decide to. It's very hard, but it can be done. But that's what the Sabbath is, a rest between all things that were created, or I'm sorry, made. All things that were created and made. And notice it says created first. Or does it say created and or made and created? That would be another topic for discussion because the order does matter. Because you're going to see these are the generations of the earth, blah, 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 when the heavens and the earth were created in the day that the Lord created the earth and the heavens. You'll see it switch. And there's a reason for that, because Elohim and Yahweh Elohim are not the same thing. Yeah, this book is more complicated than people want to lead us into. And they have for thousands of years. And I'm telling you that they don't understand a book, a great sword that has taken peace from the earth. If you want me to show you the sword, I can. With regards to restoring peace to the earth, that's your own problem. The strawberries look good. They'll look better when they have little red dots. My friend, I had a friend. I don't even know if he's still alive. I've lost touch with him. I'd like to talk to him. He's all right. He's a dangerous man. It's probably better if he's a secret kind of person, right? But anyway, yeah. The bishop come from out of nowhere. But there was one time when I was at his house, and it was cool because he was like an auto detailer and stuff, and he could appreciate cars, and that was back when a Cavalier, a Chevy Cavalier was actually a pretty sporty ride if you knew how to build the thing. And but we were at his house and he made breakfast for me. We had traveled all the way from Illinois, like almost 1,000 miles to come here just to visit, right? And he's making breakfast for us, and he says, "I'm going to make raspberry pancakes." And I said, "Cool." I go, "Where are you going to get the raspberries from?" And it was funny because we were standing in his kitchen looking out into his yard, and he looks over and he goes, "You see all those little red dots out there?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Why don't you go pick us some raspberries?" So yeah, when you see the little red dots on the, and obviously some of them, not everybody made it. Okay, look at, didn't make it. Not everybody survives. But each of those, if you saw the little cup that I just pulled out, that little cup will go inside of one of those little bucket things like that pepper plant was in. And then that will be its own strawberry plant. you got a couple different options the way you can do it. You can go, off grid, I guess you would say, which would be what they call Kratky. It is a uh, you're if you do the Kratky method of hydroponics, what you're literally creating is you're creating like a miniature Earth. Okay, plants above, soil, gravity, water trickling down, pooling at the bottom, and that's what the Kratky method is. Simple. It's earth science. There's nothing amazing about it. It just happens, right? Um, the hanging gardens of Solomon. I mean, really, they could have been like this. Oh, gee, look, Marge, a planter. Gee, what would happen if we bring the water up here and hang it in a bucket? I don't know. Yeah, that's what we do even in scripture, right? We make things all blow everything out of proportion and over glamorize it, and then we separate like reality from something that could help us. It's it's a pity. You can't separate you can't separate yourself from God and still be of God, right? You can't. I got an itch across that bone. I got a weird bone right here. It's really strange. Most people's rib cages, they will come together, but underneath my rib cage, I got this other bone that like hangs down. It's like really weird. Happy little girls jumping around. I hope they stay happy. That's all I care about, man. Like, everybody deserves a good life. Everybody. I think that the purpose of life is to make sure that others have a good life. So it's like in the kingdom of God, you are responsible for everybody because you're king. But guess what? Everybody else is responsible for you because they're your servants. And it gets weird because you have everybody is a king and everybody is a servant. Everybody is a priest and everybody is a king. It's like people can't see themselves as being both. And you really can't be. You got to choose. I want to go home. I want to go home. My eyes have seen too much pain. It's like a cancer inside my brain. It caused my heart so much pain. Why can I die? Why Won't you let me die? Sit here a long time in my chair. I reach out and ask, is anybody there? I want to know, have I done good or I want to know, does anyone hear my song? Why would you let me die? Why? Why? Why would you let me fly? Guess I'll just die. I'm going to open my other eye pretty soon. I think I'm suffering birth pangs. And I'm going to say one thing. If I'm able to alleviate myself of any of you, all of you, I ain't going to let you find me. Where I'm going, you will not come, go, nothing. I'm going to disappear because I can't deal with you guys anymore. You don't understand your God. You don't understand our Father. It's too hard for me. Sorry. What the heck is that, man? They got like a tree hanging on the car. Must have bought a plant. I thought I saw somebody that had a gardenia, and it's like that thing ain't gonna make it. But if it was in a pot, then they will be doing exactly what I did, which was to plant it, put it outside, but then take it indoors so you could enjoy it. You know, because like, man, a gardenia, oh wow. The smell of a gardenia, if you've never seen, you know, experienced it like from the flower, it's like God candy or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, yeah, it is. It's like, oh, I want to live in there. I don't know how to explain it, but other than that, it's like just so, it's awesome. And I thought I saw somebody with one down the street. Man, I should go see if that is. That'd be really cool. It'd feel like I was maybe walking backwards. I know you wouldn't understand that, but one of my extra large friends. I don't know if you can hear that when a thing comes in, but it's like a freaking weed eater or some shit. I mean, the thing's like a flying bus, and I don't like them. The next one that I hit, I'm gonna catch it and put it in a jar and have somebody investigate that piece of shit because that thing got zapped and electrocuted and fried, ejected 40 feet out into my lawn, and I blasted it with how many volts? I don't know how many volts this thing is. 2,750 volts. Pow! And then the thing got up and decided to fly away. I'm sorry. That doesn't speak insect to me. That speaks advanced military equipment. Okay? Anything that can survive that, yeah, that's not of like some natural source. Sorry. But yeah. I roasted that thing for I don't know how long. I don't know. I was sick of it. I wanted to make sure it was dead, so I fried it, zapped it with, 2,500 volts for 30 seconds, and then, tossed it out into my driveway. And then I came and sit down, and I'm like, I should make sure that thing's dead. And then I went out there, and the damn thing was gone. It left. It's like, really? How in the hell could it survive that? Well, such are the things of man. If it was of God, evil would have destroyed it like it should. Sounds weird, doesn't it? I want to repeal helmet laws in New York because I think it's my skull, and I deserve to not have additional weight piled on top of my skull when I try to go about operating a vehicle, as if I'm incapable and my life has to be protected. The purpose of a car is not to protect the individual, it is to transport an individual from here to there. Same purpose for a motorcycle. Hence, no additional equipment should be needed. You should be able to ride it, use it exactly as it was originally intended without a helmet. I hate helmets for pussies or for people that don't believe in God. They're afraid to go where they're going to go. No, you know what it is. I feel there's a hand of fate upon me, so why should I rely on protective gear, helmets, and so on, right? I am good on that. Now, when it comes to air, now that's a little different because ruah means wind, and that's a female word. And you should be very cautious wherever a female is involved. Things could go bad. Take it from the guy with the long hair. I'm tired. Oh, long day sitting around doing nothing. What time is it? It is almost 1 o'clock. Wow. What was that? Somebody fart? I'll tell you what, sports fans, I'm going to take me a break and I will be back shortly. In my absence, know that you're loved, thought of. And if you need to get in touch with me, best to give me a call, 716-229-1343. God willing, I'll be back shortly. Shalom, shalom. Hey, how's it going, guys? How about a little music while we jam out? Yeah, that's right, YouTube. You're gonna have a little bit of problem finding the copyright on this. I'm part of the crew. Mm. Do you know that my friend Jerry, you don't know how much appreciation you have to have for Jerry Peterson. You wouldn't know me if without him. It's true. And you wouldn't know him without his mother, or her 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 mother. Is sinking in yet? Her mother. Love it. The shelter man wants to make his house as safe as he can. Look out. Hey, Chad, grow a beard, infant. Sorry. Not sorry. Yeah. I doubt it. One. Wait, February. 1 year and 3 months. Can you beat it? Chadley. Keep going. Keep going. I get all excited with the air guitar, but it's really like more like, you know, real intricate. Something that she did. She was just a kid. This makes me think about Lauren. I wonder what the hell ever happened to Wednesday. Oh, well, Lauren too, but yeah. Oh man, it's like, I don't know, man. Sometimes you just wonder: did the doorway appear and I missed the doorway? Like I should have gone through this other door, right? I should have made a different choice. I should have decided, yeah. It's always retrospect, ain't it? Every time. What the hell was that? Is he sitting in the truck just waiting for her? She's getting sick of waiting on his ass, man. She's gonna find him laying in the fucking floor. Beep, beep. Beep that out. Rewind that and don't listen. Um, I don't realize how fucking funny some of the shit I say is, man. Just like rewind that and don't listen. What the hell can you do? Hey, make sure you rewind that. And don't listen. Oh man. I want more subscribers. I want more people to see me. I want to grab the earth by the balls and then just set it free. Oh yeah. How long? I got better beards than yours. Maybe that's a chick. That's interesting. On the comment I'm looking here, it says, I got better beards than yours. So it's got to be a girl if she's got two beards. Or, because a guy don't usually have two beards, but a girl can. What the hell? That was good. You ever drink out of a can sideways? Oh yeah, it don't turn out well. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hello. Howdy. Hey. What's up? Hi. This message is held for review. What? Could it be bad? Don't click on the button. Unless you already know what the button's going to do. And then you can send them off to the other button. Oh. Ugh. Come on. Damn bug guts. Come on. Ugh. Boy, you're tenacious, aren't you? Mm-mm. God bless America. Go. Let's go look in the garage. See what's happening.
feel I don't belong. Every choice I have is always wrong. Always think she's being kind and believing I can read her mind. I want you, 'cause you seem so far away. I got you, could you please just go away? I want you in there, but you could be somewhere else instead. Your wavelengths I adore, but I wish you weren't so insecure. You think that I'm alone, trying to squeeze blood from a stone. You treat it like a race, but I just got to have my own space. I want you, 'cause you seem so far away. I got you, could you please just go away? I want you in my bed, but you could be somewhere else instead. You wear things I adore, but I wish you weren't so insecure. An open letter, an open
You guys are on a tour, guys.
I wanna walk on a bed of coals and I can run where the fire is don't wanna die, don't wanna live, but I don't wanna face the uncertainty.
Sweep the floors with that one, will you? Boy, I didn't realize I'm kind of old now. That was from the old days, you know. It's hard to do this now. I don't know if I can take it. You rub the dog and everything. I'm brokenhearted, y'all. Y'all gotta realize there ain't much to live for anymore. I'm just, well, hell. Then again, maybe there's life after death. She sucked it all out of me. I can start anew. I reckon, maybe. What you think? I think we should try it. And other people who don't know laughter, just hiding for what comes after. Sometimes it gets me, but then it gets me. Sometimes people just say, secretly out the magic. Some people get fantasy. Heaven is all you and me. Heaven is all you and me. Heaven is all you and me. Imagine me after life, and I know will you see my face? Maybe you will see my face. Or I might go to another place. Sometimes it gets me, but then it gets me. Sometimes people just say, seeking the ultimate magic. Some human fantasy. Heaven is all you and me. Heaven is all you and me. Heaven is all you and me. Imagine what hell must be. You notice you're not agree. To do this voice for mistakes you made. I wonder what's a passing blame. Sometimes it gets me.
Yeah, this ain't looking good. So that's what happens. I'll see a motorcycle, and then it's like all bets are. Sorry. If there's a woman attached to it, then oh yeah, it's really bad then, right? What am I gonna do? I give up. There's nothing left to drink. Here, let me show you something. You ready? Watch. So what's the point? Your eyes can deceive you. Your eyes can deceive you. Don't write off a good guy. You might be sorry.